But no one yet knows that the crocodile is still alive. And she's planning for revenge. Oh, she is. But only in 4 years because she just had babies.
The crocodile did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Topaz, on the other hand, she was practicing her stretches one morning, and somehow, I don't know how this happened, but Topaz told me that she lived in the wild at the time, and a gun shot from right behind her. Topaz ran as fast as she could, and her tail actually fell off.
Whoa.
But she grew a new one in like 2 seconds flat.
Oh, good.
And then she came across a pond and hid in the pond. And there she met an axolotl named Axel Rose. The axolotl had little pink cheeks and brown eyes and the cutest smile ever. And her name was Axel Rose. Axel Rose became fast friends with Topaz, and Topaz realized, hey, wait a minute, I'm a cat. I'm supposed to eat fish and lizards. That doesn't make any sense. I better hide. Because then she realized the crocodile was in the pond with her babies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dad, that was not expected, and that was not part of the story. That was bad.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the...
So when I do this, then you do.
Oh, okay. Proceed.
So you can just pretend that didn't happen. And then she realized she was naked.
Ah! The cat? Or...
Topaz realized she was naked.
Okay.
Because it appears that her favorite little outfit had fallen off.
What was her outfit?
So her outfit was a pink, purple, and aqua with a little bit with gold glitter was her skirt, and then she had a shirt that said "Be your own type of kind." No, it was "Be your own kind." And then it had a little tall rectangle that said "Level of kindness today."
Very good.
And it was all the way high.
Are all cats naked?
Yes.
Mm.
But Topaz knew she was going to have a fun time today, so she wore her favorite dress.
Oh.
Her favorite outfit. Then she had sparkly silver and pink and gold shoes that had laces.
Mm.
And they also had wings, golden wings on the sides of them.
Wow.
And whenever she said, blast off, then the wings would actually come to life and they would make her fly.
Did those belong to Hermes?
No.
Did she steal Hermes' shoes?
No. She bought these from the shoe store.
Well, was it a Greek shoe store?
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
She bought it from the mall.
Oh, okay.
And we don't need to go into mall details, but I really want to. Well, back to the story. And then she also had a headband which had gold and silver and pink and aqua and purple glitter. But it also had a special little rubber bands at the ends, and the rubber bands stretched so that she had braids in. So that she had braided her hair with, she had braided her hair, and then she put her headband on, and she used the rubber band. So the headband was like one of those stretchy elastic headbands.
Mm-hmm.
So she put it on her neck, and then she flipped her hair out of it. Then she put it on, and then it had little hair. Then it had little strings. Then then an actual rubber band to tie her hair up in. And she chose braids for the day.
Okay.
And then...
Was the crocodile waiting for her the whole time?
Yeah.
When she was doing this?
Yeah.
Wow,
She
that's
paid
a
a
very
hunter.
patient crocodile.
She paid a hunter
Oh, she paid a hunter. To what?
to shoot the gun and scare
To
him.
shoot the crocky? Oh, just to scare him?
To scare Topaz.
Oh, the croc paid a hunter to scare Topaz. Okay, I got lost there for a second.
Yeah.
And that's when her tail fell off.
But she grew a new one.
But she grew a new one in 2 seconds. Flat.
And then she had a golden bow on the tip of her tail. And Axel Rose was like, "What are you doing here? Come with me. I'll show you somewhere where you can hide out for the next 2 years of your life." So it was a really cool base, and it was made by ninjas.
Wow.
4 ninjas.
Mm.
So it had it had a ginormous set of weapons, a ginormous set of candy and treats, and then it also had a large section of vegetables.
Nice.
And surprising, don't be surprised, but it had a ginormous room full of raw oatmeal that you would just go in and eat your breakfast. It was filled with raw oatmeal. You could
Wow.
swim in the raw oatmeal.
Wow. That sounds like it might be your house and not Topaz's or Axel Rose's. You like oatmeal? Yeah. Okay, so they're in the ninja house. Was it human ninjas or monkey ninjas? Monkey ninjas are pretty awesome.
It was cat ninjas.
Oh, even better. Wow. Okay, so she found a family of cat ninjas.
No, she didn't.
No.
No. They moved
Axel
out and
Rose.
sold the house to her.
Oh, and it was, okay. All right. Proceed. Want me to tell a bit? Okay.
But it
So-
all involves some murder.
So the house was what looked like on the outside a very small house, but on the inside
It had a
was
basement.
huge. It had a bunch of rooms. You've got the oatmeal room, the candy room, the vegetable room. You also had a flower room and a garden room. And then there was, oddly, a room that was nothing but sunshine. It was almost as if the sun lived in that room. It was really bright. But it wasn't from lights. It was actual sunshine. Topaz couldn't figure out where the sunshine was coming from. There were no windows. Then there was another room that just had a river of chocolate in it. And Topaz loves chocolate. So she
It was
went
hot
for-
chocolate.
It was melted like just delicious chocolate. So she went for a quick swim. And then the other room was just a bathroom. So she went and took a bath. The next room over to the bathroom was this huge bedroom. It looked like it was the size of 3 houses. And the bed itself looked like it was the size of 2 or 3 rooms.
And the bed was a ginormous bunk bed.
Yeah.
And then it also had a ladder, but then at the top you could see a golden slide a golden glitter slide, and it was very, very tall, so the slide was super duper long.
It was, and
it had a little pool and it was like a water slide. So when you woke up in the morning, you could just get undressed, and then you could go down the slide.
Slide down, and you get your little bath, right?
Mhm.
Very nice. Okay. So Topaz enjoyed
was made
that
of
for quite
chocolate.
some time, I would imagine.
It was made of chocolate.
Was it? Oh, very nice. Okay. So what kept her from eating the slide?
No, silly. The slide was made of plastic.
Oh.
The water was chocolate.
Oh, okay. I get it. So she would just lick the slide?
No.
What if she went to the oatmeal room and got some oatmeal and then put it with the chocolate slide?
No, she would never do that.
She would never do that. That would be horrendous. Okay, what was I thinking? So now what are we going to do with Topaz and Axel Rose? Did Axel Rose happen to have a music room and play some jamming out rock for her?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, and Axel Rose sang like this when she sang. She just really got into it. Her neck moved and her head moved, and she kind of swayed back and forth, and she's like, oatmeal and chocolate, navy beans, navy beans. No? Oh, okay. Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe.
I don't even like Sloppy Joe.
No, she just likes singing about it. She didn't like it either. For some reason,
No.
it just kind of rolls off the tongue, though.
The song was oatmeal and chocolate, oatmeal and chocolate. Oatmeal bean, navy bean. Whoa!
Hoagies and grinders. Oh, wait, oatmeal and chocolate.
And then
Jelly beans.
Then she just wanted to do a high. Then Topaz wanted to do a high kick, and then she did her high kick, and she went so high that she fell over.
Over what?
She fell.
Oh, she fell?
She fell down.
Did she hurt herself?
No.
Okay.
And then when she fell, she heard this trap door, and Axel Rose was standing like in 2 feet of her.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happened.
And what? Well, you gotta describe because you're telling a story. So you.
Oh yeah, they fell over.
They rolled down.
They rolled down
the trap door.
They rolled down into the trap door,
Oh.
and it was a ginormous gym
Oh.
with things that you would need to learn when you were a ninja.
Ah, the ninja gym, and they probably had a whole bunch of cool stuff in there, like a katana and nunchucks and all kinds of weapons. No. It's
I
a
told
gym.
you there was a weapon room.
Yeah. So.
No, the
They were
weapon
training.
room is upstairs.
Oh, so they had to get the weapons to train in the gym?
No.
Well, you got to explain these
No.
things.
They, it taught them how to be a ninja.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, like kicking and moving and bobbing and weaving? Ooh, I like your moves. Those are fantastic. Ooh, I like the 1930s boxing style, too. Yeah. Yeah, that'll not work very well in real life, just FYI.
Then this would happen. But there were little, machines.
Yeah.
And you had to do your best ninja moves
Yeah.
and karate moves to get them down.
Oh.
To, have them go.
Oh, to shut down and go blue, 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 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they were robot ninjas that you train with?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm hearing? That's pretty amazing. Okay, so what did Topaz and Axel Rose do after all of this?
They went to the oatmeal room and filled themselves up on oatmeal.
Yeah?
And Topaz did it so much that she couldn't walk.
Oh, my. Did she look like Garfield?
Axel Rose did it so much that she inflated and turned into someone and turned into an axolotl as big as 4 beds.
Wow.
4 queen-sized beds combined.
Wow, a quad queen. Okay.
You can go.
Oh, I can go. Okay. So, there they were, laying all fat and happy, could barely move. Next thing you know,
They go to the chocolate room.
a knock at the front door. Who could that be? Well, they couldn't even find out. They had to kind of crawl because they were just so plump they could barely move. So they crawled to the front door, and the front door opens. Creak. And they say, "Who is it?" And there's no answer. And so they kind of waddle out to the front. And the next thing you know, smack! The croaky has them. Because they ate too much and they couldn't move.
She doesn't
But-
have teeth.
But it wasn't the original croc. It was one of the croc's children who said, and
so
she
did have
said,
teeth.
"What? I can't understand a word you're saying." And he said, and she said, "If you let me out of your mouth, maybe I could understand you." And so he goes, "Patooey," and spits both of them out. And he says, "Why did you do that to my mom?" Your turn.
And they were like, your mom tried to eat my best friend over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Axel Rose also said she also tried to capture me and murder me.
Murder's bad. Even in the animal world, I suppose, huh? Animals gotta eat, dude. So then what?
She just wanted to murder me for fun.
Oh, okay.
And that's bad.
Yeah. So then what?
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. So the crocky looks at them and says, "Well, crocky's got to eat, you know. But I kind of see where you're coming from. Maybe she was just being a little mischievous. We'll see. But now she doesn't have any teeth and she's really old, and I have to feed her something. So I'm just going to eat you and go take it to her."
And then they're like, I don't think you would want to eat us, but we do have multiple food rooms, so here's your
Aha!
shopping cart.
There you go.
Take
Problem
any food you want.
solved.
And then he pushed the shopping cart in.
And then he said, "Well, I'm not very interested in that. The only kind of food Mom likes is oatmeal, and nobody ever has that."
We do.
You do?
And then they're like, "Oh, we have a million. Oh, we have like an entire room full."
A room full? Let me see this room.
And then they're like, "Okay, come with me.
Come
with us."
All right. So they waddle in. It takes them a long time. Finally, the crocodile gets tired of waiting and he says, "Just get on my back." And so then he takes them in there and he's like, "Whoa, biggest room ever." And then he goes out of the house and looks and he's like, "How is that fitting in here? I don't get it." So he goes back in and he says, "Would you happen to have a 1,000-foot tube I could borrow?" And Axel Rose says, "Yeah, that's in the tube room. Let's go." So they go to the tube room. They get a very long tube, and they take it all the way from the oatmeal room all the way down to the swamp to where Mom is, and then they just turn it on. And she's like, "I love oatmeal." And then it fills her up, and she's all big and can't move.
And then she's like, Do you have any veggies and chocolate?
Next
Maybe
thing you
some
know,
candy?
here comes the tube, right? They just take the tube, move it to the other room. Candy, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Chocolate, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Veggies.
Do.
Doo. Okay. And they all lived happily ever after. No, that's it, dude. That was the final, I thought.
No.
No? What are you going to continue from there?
To be continued.
Bom, bom, bom. Oh, wait, you didn't make the signal. Do it again. To be continued.
To be continued.
And scene.